Welcome, G3 investors. Let's take a look at week 9 for the week ended March 3rd, 2013. The NASDAQ, or the market resumed its uptrend this week. The NASDAQ, as shown on this 1-year chart here, gained 2% on Friday and 2.6% for the week. Despite the yield on the benchmark 10-year Treasury bonds briefly going over 4% on Thursday before ending the week at 3.962%. This is its sixth straight week of gains. Inflation fears drove investors back into the market on Thursday, as you can see here, and Friday, and it pushed both the 10-year and the 30-year bonds over 4%. Looking at the S&P 500 closed at 40.46 here, just above its 50-day, the blue line, and its 200-day moving average, but just below resistance at 4100. The U.S. services sector, the ISM PMI, reported on Friday, and it was reported at 55.1%. That's the second straight month of increases for the services sector. Now, this would normally spread rate hike fears with the Fed, but Wall Street ignored the data, and as you can see here, the market rallied off of its bottom. So the uptrend remains in effect. Looking at ETFs, the strongest ETF out there that we follow is the YTD, the U.S. Aerospace and Defense Fund. And you can see here it's just right at its 52-week high. The only ETF trading near its 52-week high, as a matter of fact. We had 5 long positions. Let's take a look at them. First one is the energy select sector. And you can see it's just below its 50-day moving average here, over here, but it's above its 200-day moving average. And that's a theme that works its way through all the ETFs that we trade. Let's look at another one, XLB. That is the materials select sector. And you can see that it broke out above its 50-day and its 200-day. And actually, it broke above support at 83.50. So we got a position in that one as well. XME. Metals and mining. Are we seeing a pattern here? Looks just like XLB. Same look. YT. A little bit weaker, but again, the same pattern. Broke above support at 237 here, and we took a position at 233.50. And the transports are always an important sector. And, you know, it looks like it wants to bounce off of this consolidation. So that's good. UNG, the United States Natural Gas Fund, has bounced off of its bottom here. It made a 52-week low a few days ago and consolidated sideways here, and then it broke out. So we've got a position in that one at 950. We always have to look at the cues, because technology, as we're going to see when we look at the heat map, is what's moving the market again and again. It looks just like the SPY, and it's bounced. We don't have the golden cross yet, because the 50-day is below the 200-day, but it looks like it wants to move right in that area. But here we are, we've broken above support at 297, and you know, it closed at 299.68. I think we were going to enter it at 300. Probably should have entered that one at 297.50 or something. Oh well, win some, lose some. All right, let's take a look at our model here. There we see, we follow all the indexes here, as you can see. We gained 0.9% for the first 3 days of the month. And we're up 34% year to date. Look at that. Man, we are just absolutely crushing our benchmarks. We're beating the S&P 500 by 28.7 percentage points and the NASDAQ by 22.4 percentage points. And there we are, with our gains, prior months we were at 72% of our gains come from shorting. Now we're at 70.5%. And just a little note of here, if you want to follow us along, there's the YouTube channel link, and then where you can, get all my setups and stuff and some of my past videos. And then if you want to become a patron, just put that in your browser and click on it. Before we go here, let's take a look at the heat map. This is a 1 week performance of the S&P 500 for week 9, and tech stocks did really well. There's Meta up 8.2%, Google 5.2%, Apple 2.94% because it's so big. These are the biggies, the big glams. There's Microsoft. Amazon didn't do much, but not bad. There's Adobe, and that's Broadcom. That's a nice move there. There's AMET. That's a nice move. The Caterpillar moved nice. Boeing. Union Pacific Corp. Makes me sick, but these railroads are all doing good after the disaster in Ohio there. And in the oil and gas sector did pretty good. Well, that's all for this week's video. Next week, we have Chairman Powell testifying before the Senate on Tuesday, and the employment report for Friday comes out, or for February comes out on Friday, March 10th. I'm Greg Gallagher. Good luck and good trading.